Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lord's Club Big Heart Ministry. It's the special sermon. Every Saturday night I do that. You can tell it's nighttime. Yeah, it's dark. Although I have some light behind me and headlight to see better. Alright, my name is Reverend Mark Falso, and I've done video for a couple months now, and last week's subject was about adultery in your heart. That it's very dangerous. It's destruction of marriage, relationship, even your life, health, and reputation. You can hear that all the time with sports players, or even a certain president or two, whatever. Yeah, it goes way back, even Thomas Jefferson. Alright, anyway, even goes way back to the biblical time that they have done it. This week it's about should I do a long distance relationship? That's for Christians to consider about if they should have a long distance relationship or not. And it's that thing, or I'm gonna have to give a quarter to the Toastmaster. They do that. They charge you if you say Okay, that's good. I figured. The long distance relationship is not something new. A lot of people think it had to do with the internet. Today, a lot of Christians use the internet dating. Well, there's a lot of controversy about it. It's been like that for a long time. You know, even it affects me because the way it is. I'll say two parts. The biblical one and about me. The biblical one, it goes way back. Even I believe it goes way back to Adam and Eve. Because God didn't say that very clear. But I believe it was some different that God made Eve. It didn't say exactly where. God made Adam outside of the garden and brought him in. But with Eve, it didn't say where exactly. It could be a different outside of the garden. I believe now the garden is underwater, the Persian Gulf. That's a whole nother subject to talk about another time. Alright, fast forward to the post-Noah Ark time, that the servant that was sent to look for a wife for Abraham thought it's Sarah. And Abraham asked for that because he was sad about his mother passing. Because remember that Sarah giving birth at age 90. At that time, lives were up to 120 years. That's after the flood. So that's why I said after. So that's the very first recognizable and recordable history of long-distance relationship. That's first. Somebody done over to find a woman and bring over. That's Genesis chapter 24. That's a lot to read because I have a lot of verses for you to cover. It'd probably take more than 2 weeks. Yep. I'm going to go very deep. And let me say that before I can go on, it's dedicated to someone I really care and love. So this is for her. And I will reveal my answer and my, I'm going to say her name too, at the very end. So this may change everything. The rule of the Bible, other history like Ruth and Boaz. I'm sure others too. Through the Bible that they had some long distance relationship. But it's there somewhere. Doesn't say very much. Just Isaiah and Rebecca. Genesis chapter 24. Now, with me, with my experience with long distance, it's not new either. It goes way back to 1982. Wow, 1982. I can tell you real quick. I'll never forget, I rode my bike back from Maryland all the way up to Fairfield, where we live, July 4th. Which coincidence happened later this week. So I thought this perfect time to talk about that. It was that July 4th night after the fireworks. I rode my bike way back. And I'm going to beat all the traffic. Yep, I sure that. Rode fast. They beat all the cars. Everybody took their time to to get back home. But my mom and my brother didn't come home till about an hour later. I beat them. I was a teenager to make it easier. I wanted my own car, couldn't afford. So I'm always a little behind and everything. But anyway, I did that. I got home. That was one of my achievements. Sort of a bucket list. But anyway, I answered the phone. That was for me. It was somebody from Pennsylvania, and she was in preschool with me. She wanted to talk and all, and wanted us to get together for Sunday. Okay, sure. So we did at one of my classmates' home. We went to preschool together also. All three of us met and talked. And I thought it was an opportunity. That was my first long-distance relationship out of state. Although further back, when I went to deaf school, I had long-distance relationship in school. Which means, because where I used to live out in Fairfield, I had girlfriends living in a different town. But we went same deaf school. They had the dormitories. And see them every day, even after school. So I had some come and go. I had one really serious one for 3 years. I'm hearing some probably outside. Yeah, the RV here, thin walls and all that, and the windows. I'm not far from the highway. Alright, let me get back to that. So, that was the first relationship I had. It was a little difficult. We had phone calls. She collect calls. I don't like collect calls. Then what happened that she stayed here for a couple of weeks, and she went back home in Pennsylvania. And went the following month, went down to visit her and meet her mother. She remembers me, of course. Yeah. Then that was my first true experience of a long relationship. She asked me to marry her, and at 17, I told her no. For a very good reason, because I thought quickly, I want to go to that college out in California to become a college designer. If I were to marry her, I would be stuck in Pennsylvania because she doesn't want to go anywhere. She doesn't even want to go live in Syracuse. She doesn't want to relocate. Kind of stuck. I'm painting all these pictures to let you know how it is like. Then after that, we didn't get married because I told her no. Just a few short years later because she I was in college. She wanted to marry me. I said, no, I'm in college. So it makes it very difficult, okay? It's apps that make the, sure, they apps that make love grow fonder. But I'm seeing a lot of time apps that make love grow difficult. Difficult. You gotta think both sides of the fence to see what it is. You gotta see both sides. Like, you gotta look at the cover of the book. You have to see the inside, what it's like. Oh, that's the whole point right here of this week. I have had other long-distance relationship. From that point on, sure, I had a high school prom date, but we weren't really boyfriend girlfriend. That's nothing. And I've had a couple other local ones. They come and go just like that. No, local, up in Central New York. So they come and go. That wasn't true. Then I had one, 1985. She's from Indiana. We only saw each other for 2 weeks. Then she went back. We met each other at the Sportsorama at Roller Rink. Their rink is gone. But we saw each other every day. But then she went back. It was very difficult. I tell you. Too difficult. And some things about her, she's not mature. So that didn't work out. Never heard from her again. I had some pen pals I wrote back and forth during the mid-80s. We didn't get into a relationship. Nope. That didn't work out. So then, no. I've had one, her name is Melissa in North Carolina. I've had one, Julie from Ohio. I've had one, Linda up in Plattsburgh, New York. I've had one, I don't remember her name, from West Virginia. That one, ooh. They're all pen pal writing letters back and forth. That's before the internet. That took time to do that. Then back in 1990, I settled in a new apartment finally. And then I read the magazine. I thought, ooh, mail order buy from Asia. That's the first time I ever thought it's international. I spent $150 for that. Around that time also I tried local dating service. Spent $300, that's $150 for each one. They all failed. They did not give me the good date at all. The women didn't want to meet. It wasted my money. So don't try that, ladies and gentlemen. Don't try paid service, matchmaking service. No. My recommendation, no. That's because that's a flash. It's not a God. These are different. The flash. Then, that mail order by catalog. I finally got in the mail. Ooh, nice, very glossy color catalog. Ooh, all these beautiful. It's probably about 20 women per page. Probably not that thick. Wow. They don't have magazines that thick anymore, like that. But it was nice, thick. Wow. You gotta pay for each contact. I paid $150 to find out I gotta pay for each contact. So I had to really shoot 5. That's what the package. Okay, fine. I picked those 5. 2 they replied, one that she's spoken for. The other 3 did not even reply. Waste my time. The newest one, we wrote back and forth for a year. But I found out she only wanted to come to the country. not true love. That's that. Because her brother and sister live here in the States. Her name is Josephine. I thought she would, That's really waste my time for the whole year for nothing. She live in Luton, Ludon. I don't know where it is. That small town. So that didn't work out. I stopped because I don't like that. I told her to stop. Threw out the picture and stuff. Forget it. So then years later, had some local ones that just come and went just like that with nothing. And the maturity, and because I've had some bad ones back in 88, 90, and 95. After 1995, I got very threatened, very fortunate. After that worst experience I ever had, but God turned it good. Praise the Lord. You have to listen to my testimony series about that. Now, I married my ex-wife at a single dance. And it's single dance, everybody called that. Really nice people, friendly and all that. It was great. I met her. She even told me she wanted to kiss me that night. But I did not kiss her that night. I was thinking of playing hard to get. But I was like that, but it was my mistake. She told her, could not have children. I want to have children. That was the problem. The single dance, they were all older women. Never met anybody younger. Made me want. And I blew that chance. Want. I happened to be that Asian American. It was difficult to communicate the way she talked. I couldn't understand. I could keep asking her, what she say. Then I had the next town relationship back in the 90s. On and off, on and off. She wasn't ready. I did ask her to marry me. We were just jumping from friendship to engagement. Just like that. Like we were following the scripture. But we didn't go any faster than that. This is what we're going to be talking about here. Same with last week I said. If God calls you to marry like that. Don't wait. Marry. But she did not. She kept changing her mind every day. Yeah. The next day, no. The next day, yeah. I told her, enough. She went out, and I had it up. That's it. Over with. Done. Make her, she gotta learn. I liked her for 7 years until I find she wastes time. That was just next town. Communication. You gotta really communicate. You gotta really get into it. Trust. They met each other. I talk about those man, woman, and God relationship and one about adultery. This is tied in for that. I don't know how much time I can do that here. Because it's 2 pages, a whole bunch of verses. After the divorce, because we don't have communication and so many facets to it. And I wanted to move down south. I want to go somewhere it's warm. I can't stand the cold anymore. I'm inside the house, the warm. She refused. Now they got me to think the same thing with the one from Pennsylvania. Then up. Oh, one more thing before that. Remember the one I that about the one I had serious relationship for 3 years in school, that after school. I did ask her, that was after the breakup with that one from Rochester for 7 years. Then I got to talk with my ex-girlfriend. We got back together. But she said, wait. Because she was going back to college. Okay, I'll wait. But we didn't contact or anything. The reason why she said to wait after college graduation, she'll give me the answer. They told me the answer, she said, yeah. That's what she said. But she died before she could tell me the answer. I thought that wonderful woman. The one I even witnessed her to Christ. But she told him with the Lord. He might. Not easy. Not easy to have a relationship. Well, that time, I did not bother with her. I would not wait. Just go out, move on. I had one with hearing local, but she did nothing. No. I met the next one from Florida. That was the first long-distance relationship in a while. So I met one from Florida, and she Christian and all that, because I met her at that Christian conference down West Palm Beach. Ooh, what year was that? 2001, before 9/11 happened. I remember it. And we text every day with TTY, with instant messaging. Then she said she can't move. I'm hearing the same thing again. They all don't want to move. Well, her case is because her sister cell anemia. She can't go up a higher elevation or she gets sick. She has to stay low elevation, like Miami, with only 15 feet. Syracuse, 535 feet high above the sea level. That will cause her sickness. And she can't have children. Although she's younger. Attractive and all that, yeah. But I came down. It's very difficult for me to look for work. And she blamed me for lateness. No. I just graduated from Falso and got my certificate in career training and AutoCAD, graphic design. I went out there every day. Couldn't find work. So she blamed me and caused us to postpone then cancellation of our wedding. Because we were going to marry like that summer. Yep. That year. Her parents was going to give us the house. The long-distance relationship, I see some difficulty. You have to really work hard at it. You have to really, truly love each other. That's why it's special for this week. Because it's been 42 years of my experience having a long-distance relationship outside of my own state. So, and because I care about somebody. Now let's bring to present day about that. I had somebody 2 years ago. She was a scammer, the player from the Philippines. She was bad. And then I realized I don't want any more Philippines. I don't want anybody living there. I want American female. It'd be easier. I want local. I've been here. It's very difficult. I could not find anybody. I've had it. It's worse than Syracuse. Other southern people, Southern Valley, very friendly. I thought maybe it would be romantic to, like the Gone with the Wind kind of thing. No, don't believe in that. Or Hallmark thing. Don't believe in that. Those things are crap. And I thought I tried that. So I did that on Facebook. Having a profile. I think it's called American Bachelor. And that's how it all began. I replied to one that said something different than all the women just say hi, 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 hi. I don't want to hear hi, 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 hi. I want to hear somebody say something different. Nobody else did but her. And there's one, two, a celebrity. But I just checked both on video because today with those scammers refuse to go on video. If they refuse, stay away from them. Block them. Report them. They need to go to jail. If you report it, they're going to investigate and put that person in jail. You know that? So, you got to do that same thing. Block them. Report. But both are real. A celebrity and a common Filipina living in the Philippines. I said, oh no. Which one? The car racer, she's real, but something off. No. I blocked her out a couple of days later. The Filipina, she really talked with me. I really talked with her. At first I did resist. But then I slowly grew in love. Yeah, we had some friction. We had fighting and we did block off each other. But we came back because we can't seem to resist. We found true love. And I love her. I'll tell you the answer at the end of the week. Or the end of the sermon series. Before I go on a different subject, I'll tell you what. Okay? Ready? Alright. We already talked about Genesis chapter 24. That was my hearing aid making noise. It's like I said about Athaliah and Rebecca. That the servant was sent to find. I don't need to read them all because it's for you to read and it's your homework. Okay? Read the whole thing. It's a lot to read. Now you're thinking, oh no, because you got somebody from the Philippines, you got somebody from the Philippines or from Africa or Russia or whatever. So 1,000 miles away. I know they're feeling. I know. Not easy. What about the cost? I know. It's so expensive. If you find somebody locally, you only spend about $10 in gas round trip. That's for me because I'm living 30 minutes away from Aiken, which is a small town, not a major city. And there's Arkansas an hour away, Columbia an hour away, Charleston 2.5 hours. 3 hours to Charlotte. 3 hours from Atlanta. So basically about 3 hours, that's far, compared to Central New York, which is easy for me. If it was that 3 hour span, I would have gotten Watertown, Oswego, Rochester, Buffalo, Rome, Utica, Albany, Binghamton, even Gretton, Wilson-Berry, Pennsylvania. That 3 hour span. That's a lot of major cities. Here, no. It's very country. All woods around here. And in a farm next door with all the goats. And a donkey. Yeah, I should see some picture of it. Oh, the paperwork. Yeah, I know those paperwork. If you're gonna marry somebody from another country, the K1 visa or K2 visa, if you're gonna bring her over the state, or another kind of visa if you're gonna go to another country, visitor visa, and marry her over there, or you apply for the visa, you're gonna be immigrant visa. Like, let's say with the Philippines, 9A is for visitor, and the 13A for permanent residency. Not only that, there's a lot of qualifications you gotta go through in interview. You gotta show proof and all that. It's a lot of hassle. I know that. Not easy. Just chill up. God will take care of it. You know that? Let's go to the first verse here. Romans chapter 5. Romans chapter 5, verse 3. Yeah, here you go. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation work patient. Alright, we know the tribulation, like the great tribulation is coming, which is worse than the Great Depression. Tribulation means trouble, hard time, tough time. Okay, spiritually, for individual, tribulation, spiritual warfare, that will make you patient. They with long-distance relationship, it builds patience. That's why people that love grow fonder, you know. But we have to build patience between me and her. I know it's not easy. We've had some little fight because it's difficult. We know it's difficult. I've went through all the kind of difficult in the past. You too may have gone through difficult, brothers, sisters. I know you did. I can tell. I can see that. The next verse, verse 4. Impatient, experience, hope. Okay. Impatient. You gotta be patient because of that verse 3. Because your personal tribulation means hardship. It'll make you grow patient. 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 You experience that. You know that. That's what it's saying here. With that experience, you will have hope. That's what the whole first thing. One of the most easiest verses to read. The impatient experience and experience hope. I like the next verse, that verse 5, and hope makes not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our heart by the Holy Ghost, which is given to us. So, be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Brothers, sisters, you'll have that patience. You'll be able to do it. Well, I've done 35 minutes. So I'll do one more thing here. I already mentioned about the visa. Like it's the K1. You're going to bring her here. It takes 6 to 18 months to wait. And you get approval in the mail. It's got to go through 2 different departments. You got to mail the first one. They go through that. Then go to the next different department. they have to mail to the other department to get approval. Also, the fiancé from another country have to apply at the same time you do. Same form, same everything. Mail it, and then they wait and get them together. Then they look at everything. Then you have to go to the embassy to have an interview. That's for her. For me, American, you probably have to go to the State Department or over the phone or Zooming. I don't know how they do it exactly, but that's what you have to do. So how long it takes, they have to do that. They have so many paperwork, not just yours, but everybody else. A lot. So that's why it takes time in the mailing. It takes 1 month for the mail to her. Another month back. Then they contact the embassy, and then she had to go to the embassy to have an interview with the staff there, or even an ambassador himself. I don't know. It could be. The K2, which is it's different than K1. K1, you're gonna bring her here to marry within 90 days. That's another thing. Once approved, you have to bring her before 90 days up. Get that, get marriage license, get approved, mail it, and there you go. And then still say welcome to the United States. But K2 is longer, because let's say if I'm marrying her overseas, then I want to apply for her to come here. Because we're already married, but bringing her here, that's a little more difficult. A lot of lawyers recommend K1, not K2. The K2 takes 12 to 36 months. Yep, up to 3 years. Too long. Don't recommend it K1. Or if you want to marry, stay there. Some countries are a little easier to do it that way. Okay? If you're going to marry her in the Philippines, for example, I know that's the only country. I don't know all the other countries. They're all different rules, different things, how fast, whatever it is. In the Philippines, you have to wait 3 weeks. I'm a foreigner, and I'm going to marry, you have to wait 3 weeks. Americans can visit the Philippines under 3 weeks, no visa. But if it's more than that, you have to get a 9A visa. It's a little more difficult to get. The more higher up visa, the higher it is. Same for a foreigner to come here, even just for green card. Most of them reject it. Take years. In Thailand, just go over there, marry just like that. They have the big book, huge book. Open up, sign your name. That's it. You're married. It's regulation. That's the way they work over there. Of course, they have the 2-day festival in Thailand. It's different. A lot of Asian countries are like that with 2-day festival. Africa, same way, 2 days. Those are festival. That's it. I don't know how long with 13A. You can have online marriage, but it's not the same. You don't feel the same. You prefer to marry in person. So that's why here you got to have patience and do the right thing. If I were to marry somebody here in 2 days, like that. Yep, 2 days. If she gonna come here to marry me here on visitor visa, 2 days, just like that. But she cannot stay long, only up to the visa village. You have to go back, and you have to be patient again, which is a lot harder because you're gonna miss each other. You already consummate, then you go away. Oh, it's green. So, that's something you gotta think about there. It's been 40 minutes, so I'm gonna stop right here. Tomorrow, a lot of them, I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning. So, that's it for now. God bless you. Oh, by the way, please do like and share and subscribe and get notification. Tell everybody else about my video. And if you have anything you want to say down there, type it up. I'll reply. You want to comment? Great. Be happy to hear what you have to say. God bless.